much money will you need to retire? According to a survey, more Americans than ever believe the magic number is $1 million. But is that the real target? Back with us today are Gary Mattson and Laurel Steward. The father-daughter team are with Mattson Financial, full-service financial and retirement firm in the Grand Rapids area. They're also popular radio show hosts as well. So we're glad to have both of you here in the studio with us today. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Yes. So the magic number, that 1 million really jumps out at you. Is that really the magic number?
Well, it kind of sounds like that white picket fence goal, you know?
Yeah.
But what we find is it's more about, let's have a discussion about what you actually need for your retirement. You know, what are those dreams, goals, and desires that you want to achieve? Mm-hmm. And then we know how much money you need every month to fulfill that lifestyle. And then we plan from there and crunch the numbers. So really, that $1 million isn't for everybody.
Right, yeah. Could it actually maybe cause more problems in the future? And explain that.
Well, what happens is that some people walk in and they say, well, I've got this much money, but they're not getting the income flow from it. Mm-hmm. And so they're maybe not taking enough risk, or maybe they're taking too much risk if they have a smaller bank account. And so it's really about the numbers. The numbers could be that saving on taxes. It could be saving on fees. It could be making a little bit better return. So in making those adjustments to the portfolio, it's really about the income flow, not how big the pot is.
Sure.
Because you could have people having $700,000, $800,000 making more income flow than somebody with $2.5 to $3 million.
So how did we get stuck on this number? Where did this come from?
Yeah, I think it's just, it sounds so great to say, I'm a millionaire, you know, I've made it.
It does, yeah.
But then the other thing you gotta think about is the tax side of it, right? You've accumulated all of these dollars through years, now you're hitting retirement, now you're in the distribution phase, which means you're paying in taxes. And if you've done really well and saved a lot in your 401k, that means all of that money when it comes out is now going to be taxed. So you really need to look into that tax planning strategy with your retirement, you know, income flow to make sure you're not giving too much away in taxes.
So what should people be doing now if they do have that magical number in mind in the future?
Well, first off, it's really about diversification. You know, if you've got stocks and bonds and that's all you've got, you've seen in the last 20 years, at least 7 or 8 of those years wipe out 10, 20, even up to 30% of that. Mm-hmm. So first off, you want to be diversified. Second is, what's it providing you for income? You know, have you looked at your taxes? So many times people don't realize that their Social Security benefits are probably going to be a taxable event, but that doesn't have to happen. So it's really setting up an income plan that makes sense for them based upon their numbers.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and take a look at retirement as a roadmap. What is that roadmap? A good one to follow when it comes to retirement and planning?
Well, we all want to go to a destination, don't we? And so many times we plan 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe up to 4 months for our vacation, but how much time we spent doing that for our retirement, which is going to last how many years? Mm-hmm. And there's so many things along the way, just like on a trip that could trip you up. You know, taxes, being a higher tax bracket, we know they're going to go up higher, not less in the future. How much risk are you taking? What stocks doing okay now, getting back, but bonds and interest rates being really, really low? We're seeing a lot of seniors moving money to higher risk where they really shouldn't be because they're looking for that return. So it's all those little things along the way that we got to check and make sure that we're doing it along the way to make sure the plan's working for that individual road trip. Mm-hmm. Nobody goes to the same destination the same way all the time. Right. Some people fly, some people drive, some people like to take the train.
Sure.
So it's really about your destination and how you want to get there. As Laurel said, your dreams, your goals, your desires.
And have you actually seen people get more with this approach?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, we sit down with clients and go through those numbers and talk about your income flow. And we actually had a client who was working, and then we had a review, and she just said, you know, I'm just not happy here anymore. Mm-hmm. I've wanted to volunteer for 14 years now, but I just haven't been able to. So we crunched the numbers, put her income plan together, and now she's actually making more money retired than she did while working and gets to do that volunteering.
That's fantastic. I know you guys have been doing this a long time, so you definitely have the professionals to turn to. And with that said, you do have something special for our audience, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about this. For everybody at home, if you want to learn more about planning correctly for retirement, Mattson Financial has a great offer right now for the first 5 callers, numbers right there on the screen, that have saved $250,000 or more, are retired or nearing retirement. They're offering a complimentary, full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow them to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now, and discuss your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan to get you where you need to be. That number, again, on your screen, big and bold, 616 616-514-3831. Again, 616-514-3831. With that said, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
It's been our pleasure.